Well, there's a major crisis on our southern border. Over 47,000 children have been caught crossing into this country illegally since October of last year. Now, Texas Governor Rick Perry is taking matters into his own hands by using Texas funding to support border operations. Joining us now is the man supporting Governor Perry's move, Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott, who's also his state's Republican candidate for governor. Mr. Abbott, thanks for joining us this morning.
Tucker, my pleasure. Great to be with you.
Thank you. So what is Texas doing that the federal government, in your view, should be doing?
Well, we are doing the thing the federal government is supposed to do, and that is stepping in to secure our border. What's happening is the Border Patrol agents on the border here in the state of Texas are overwhelmed by hundreds of people coming in every single day. These Border Patrol agents are having to change diapers, herd children into these shelters, and as a result, we're having cartel activity cross the border, importing horrendous crime to the state of Texas. And so the state of Texas is sending our Department of Public Safety down to the border, conducting what we call a surge operation for the remainder of this calendar year to make sure that we can stop the crime at the border and not let it import into the state of Texas.
That is really scary, not to mention the cost to your schools and hospitals and law enforcement. Has the White House contacted you about this?
Well, Tucker, first I reached out to the White House and tried to contact Jay Johnson, the Director or Secretary of Homeland Security, trying to get them to pay for this surge and to get them to better secure our border. Second, I know that Governor Perry has been in contact directly inviting President Obama to meet with him on the border next week. We're getting nothing but silence from Washington, D.C., and yet, Tucker, yesterday, the Vice President was in Central America working with the Central American countries from which these children and families are coming, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras, giving them money, offering them money to try to take care of them, and yet not offering the Texas the money that we need to better secure our border.
Yeah, so we're sending $250 million to Central America to try and buy their cooperation, but not sending the money to Texas. What's the motivation here? The administration almost seems like it's in favor of illegal immigration. Do you think that they are on some level in favor of it? And if so, why?
Tucker, this is completely a human-made disaster. If you recall, the president 2 years ago stood in the Rose Garden and basically said there would be deferred action for children who were here in the United States of America, deferring their deportation. And it has been since that 2-year period that there's been this tremendous influx from Central America. The word on the street, and we've had people who cross the border and they walk themselves up to the Border Patrol agents and turn themselves in. And the Border Patrol agents are asking them why they are doing this. And they said because they heard in Honduras, in El Salvador, in Guatemala that they could come to America and their children would be able to stay here. And so this has been an operation that occurred because the president basically swung open the doors and created a big invitation for these people to come here. So this is all caused by the presidential action.
Has it occurred to you that maybe the White House would like to see the population of Texas change? If Texas goes blue, if it becomes a Democratic state, Republicans cannot win the White House mathematically. Do you think that might be a consideration here?
You know, it's beyond my comprehension about why the president would do this. What I do know is that the president has failed his fundamental responsibility to ensure our sovereignty, to secure our borders, and that is precisely why Texas is stepping up and doing what the president has failed to do. We are taking action to secure our border.
Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott, we're grateful you joined us this morning. Thanks a lot, Mr. Abbott.
Thank you, Tucker.